You're meticulously planning your meals, prioritizing colorful, healthy vegetables. Perhaps a hearty eggplant parmesan, a vibrant bell pepper stir fry, or even comforting mashed potatoes. You're making choices you genuinely believe are safeguarding your health, investing in your long term vitality. But what if I told you that some of these seemingly innocuous dietary staples, the very ones you've trusted to nurture your body, could be subtly undermining your physical resilience rather than fortifying it? It's a perplexing thought, perhaps even a bit unsettling, to consider that your best intentions might be misdirected when it comes to something as fundamental as the food on your plate. We've been conditioned to view all vegetables through a universal lens of good for you. Yet the reality is far more nuanced, especially as our physiology evolves with age. Perhaps you've begun to notice that persistent stiffness in your morning stride, a subtle unbidden sway when reaching for something on a high shelf, or even that slight loss of confidence navigating uneven terrain. These aren't merely random aches or signs of inevitable aging. They can often be the gradual manifestation of a prolonged, insidious wear on your body's vital support systems, your joints, your musculature, your neurological pathways. The underlying mechanism often involves a complex interplay between specific plant compounds and your body's inflammatory responses or its delicate circulatory integrity. What if one common healthy choice, a widely consumed vegetable, is actually contributing to the silent erosion of your structural resilience and cognitive sharpness? And what if by simply adjusting a few key components of your diet, you could fundamentally recalibrate your body's capacity for strength, balance, and mental clarity? We'll explore the evidence and provide a clear roadmap for embracing the vegetables that truly build a robust foundation for independent living, while strategically navigating those that could be inadvertently creating vulnerabilities. Stick with me because understanding these distinctions is key to empowering your health journey. Let's begin by discussing some foundational allies for your well being, particularly valuable as we consider graceful aging. These are not just any garden variety items. They are nutrient-dense powerhouses engineered by nature to support strength, cognitive function, and sustain vitality. One such champion is the humble broccoli. A green giant you've undoubtedly seen in nearly every grocery store. Broccoli isn't merely a side dish. It functions more like a protective suit of armor for your internal systems. As we advance in years, our bodies are often subject to a subtle yet pervasive phenomenon known as chronic low-grade inflammation. This isn't the acute inflammation you experience with a sprained ankle. Rather, it's a slow, persistent cellular irritation that can gradually contribute to weakened muscles, stiffened joints, and even a degree of cognitive fog. Over time, this systemic inflammation may make ambulation more challenging, increase the propensity for falls, and diminish the independence you cherish. Here's where broccoli truly shines. It contains a remarkable bioactive compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane actively works at a cellular level to modulate inflammatory pathways, essentially signaling your cells to reduce pro-inflammatory gene expression and upregulate detoxification enzymes. This means it helps to calm internal cellular stress, supporting the clearance of metabolic byproducts and bolstering your body's intrinsic defenses. In practical terms, this can translate to greater ease of movement and a clearer mental state, but the benefits extend further. Broccoli is also notably rich in vitamin K1 and calcium, which function synergistically to support bone integrity. As individuals age, a natural decline in bone mineral density can occur, increasing the fragility of the skeletal structure. Even a minor incident can lead to a fracture, potentially necessitating extended recovery periods or impacting overall mobility. The vitamin K in broccoli plays a critical role in bone metabolism by activating proteins that help integrate calcium into bone tissue, while the calcium itself provides the essential building blocks. Moreover, vitamin K also contributes to vascular health by supporting proper arterial calcification, helping to maintain the elasticity and function of your blood vessels. This comprehensive support for both skeletal and circulatory systems is foundational for maintaining robust physical capabilities. And here's where this becomes clinically important for daily function. The sulforaphane in broccoli is associated with improved microcirculation, particularly to the lower extremities. By supporting endothelial function, it helps ensure that vital oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles and peripheral nerves. This enhanced blood flow can contribute to greater muscle endurance and neural responsiveness, empowering you to walk with more confidence and stability. Imagine stepping out for a morning stroll or engaging with your grandchildren without the underlying concern of losing your balance. That's the potential impact of consistent nutritional support. To maximize these benefits, it's often recommended to lightly steam broccoli for just a few minutes until it's vibrant green and slightly crisp. Overcooking can unfortunately degrade some of these heat sensitive compounds. Integrating just a cup a day can represent a significant yet simple investment in your long term mobility and structural health. Moving seamlessly from one green ally to another, let's explore spinach. This leafy green transcends its role as a mere salad base. It's a profound contributor to both cerebral and physical vitality. With advancing age, peripheral circulation can sometimes become less efficient, potentially leading to reduced oxygen and nutrient delivery to critical muscle groups and neurological centers. This physiological shift might manifest as persistent fatigue, mental fogginess, or a subtle unsteadiness in gait. Spinach intervenes here with its rich content of natural nitrates. These compounds are precursors to nitric oxide within the body, a potent vasodilator that signals blood vessels to relax and widen. Think of it as optimizing traffic flow on a busy circulatory highway. With improved vasodilation, your muscles and brain receive a more consistent and ample supply of the oxygen and glucose they need to perform optimally. This translates to stronger, more responsive leg muscles for fluid movement, quicker reflexes to navigate unexpected obstacles, and a sharper mind capable of maintaining engagement in complex conversations or problem solving. Spinach also delivers a significant supply of lutein and folate, nutrients that act as crucial guardians for your brain health. Research indicates that older adults with higher dietary intake of lutein often demonstrate improved memory function and enhanced processing speed. Folate, a B vitamin, is essential for neurotransmitter synthesis and overall neurological function, playing a role in maintaining cognitive agility for tasks ranging from recalling important details to planning daily activities. And this next piece explains why its ocular benefits are so important for independence. Spinach is a superior source of lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful carotenoids that preferentially accumulate in the macula of the eye. This region is critical for sharp central vision. By forming a protective pigment layer, these compounds filter harmful blue light and neutralize free radicals, thereby reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision impairment. Maintaining clear vision allows you to continue reading, driving safely, and appreciating the intricate beauty of the world around you, preserving your vital engagement with daily life. To derive the most benefit, lightly saute spinach or incorporate it into a fresh smoothie. Aggressively cooking it can diminish its vibrant nutritional profile. A regular, moderate intake can genuinely enhance your energy levels, mental clarity, and overall self-assurance and movement. Our discussion continues with another widely available and cherished vegetable, carrots. These bright orange roots offer far more than just a satisfying crunch. They serve as a potent shield for visual acuity, balance, and pervasive vitality. Carrots are exceptionally rich in beta-carotene, a precursor carotenoid that your body efficiently converts into vitamin A. This nutrient is indispensable for maintaining healthy photoreceptors in the retina, crucial for both high-resolution and low-light vision. As we age, a natural decline in visual function can occur, making tasks like reading fine print, navigating at dusk, or identifying potential tripping hazards more challenging. Effective vision isn't just about seeing clearly. It's intricately linked to maintaining safety and personal autonomy. Studies suggest that consistent intake of beta-carotene can help slow the progression of certain age-related visual impairments, including macular degeneration. With every carrot you consume, you're actively contributing to preserving your ability to perceive your surroundings clearly and navigate the world confidently. But carrots contribute beyond just protecting your eyes. Their antioxidant profile also supports neural communication pathways that are fundamental to balance and coordination, two critical elements for stable ambulation. The various antioxidants present in carrots help protect the delicate microvasculature and nerve endings that connect your brain to your proprioceptive sensors in your legs and feet. This support helps ensure that sensory information is relayed swiftly and motor commands are executed precisely, leading to fewer moments of unsteadiness and a reduced risk of falls. Furthermore, carrots are a commendable source of dietary fiber. Beyond facilitating digestive regularity, fiber helps to modulate blood glucose levels, preventing rapid spikes and subsequent crashes. Stable blood sugar is not only vital for metabolic health, but also supports sustained energy levels and consistent muscle function, allowing you to engage in physical activities with greater stamina and less fatigue. For optimal benefit, consuming carrots fresh, perhaps grated into salads or lightly steamed, helps preserve their nutrient content. Integrating one or two daily can significantly bolster your foundation of strength and resilient movement. Here's what often gets overlooked. While we correctly identify vegetables as cornerstones of a healthy diet, the specific biochemical profiles of certain varieties can interact with our physiology in ways that are less universally beneficial, particularly for an aging body. This is where many people are surprised. Now, let's pivot our focus to a category of vegetables that, while appearing benign, may carry nuances that could subtly undermine aspects of your health as you age. These are not inherently bad foods, but their specific compounds might present challenges for certain physiological states. First on this reconsidered list is eggplant, a vegetable often celebrated for its versatility in global cuisines with its distinct glossy purple skin. You might grill it, bake it, or incorporate it into a savory stew, often assuming you're making a universally healthy choice. However, eggplant contains naturally occurring compounds known as glycoalkaloids, primarily solanine. For some individuals, particularly older adults whose physiological systems may be more sensitive or predisposed to inflammatory responses, these compounds can initiate a cascade of effects. Solanine can interact with neural and muscular cell membranes, potentially leading to localized inflammatory responses in joints, muscles, and connective tissues. This can contribute to a sensation of stiffness, discomfort, and a gradual reduction in the fluid ease of mobility. For seniors already managing conditions like arthritis or generalized muscle weakness, this effect can be akin to exacerbating an existing challenge. Over an extended period, this low-grade systemic inflammation may also impact the microvasculature, the tiny blood vessels that nourish your extremities. Compromised microvascular integrity in the legs can diminish oxygen and nutrient delivery to muscle tissue, making walking feel less stable and elevating the risk of fall, a significant concern for serious injury and loss of independence. Falls are not solely physical events, they can profoundly diminish confidence and restrict personal autonomy. Imagine hesitating before traversing a room or feeling apprehensive about outdoor excursions because your legs no longer provide the reliable support they once did. The impact of solanine isn't typically an acute, immediate reaction. Rather, it's a subtle, cumulative effect that can build over weeks and months of regular consumption. Regardless of the cooking method, grilling, baking, or stewing, the glycoalkaloid content persists, posing a potential consideration for those who consume eggplant frequently. Given the availability of numerous other vegetables that offer robust nutritional benefits without this particular biochemical concern, it may be prudent for some seniors to explore alternatives that prioritize overall musculoskeletal and neurological comfort. Our next consideration is a vegetable frequently found in culinary applications: green bell peppers. These crisp, visually appealing vegetables often appear to be an ideal healthy choice, brimming with vitamins and offering a refreshing texture. However, green bell peppers, as members of the nightshade family, contain compounds known as lectins. Lectins are proteins that combine to the lining of the digestive tract. For older adults, whose gastrointestinal and immune systems may exhibit reduced resilience, these lectin interactions can act as a subtle irritant. They have the potential to interfere with the optimal absorption of nutrients and, more significantly, to trigger a low-grade inflammatory response within the gut. This inflammation isn't typically overt or painful. It's more akin to a persistent, gentle erosion, gradually affecting the integrity of blood vessels, joint capsules, and peripheral nerve endings. Over time, this internal cellular stress might manifest as increased ankle stiffness, sensations of tingling or numbness in the extremities, or a perceived instability during walking. These are not just minor discomforts. They are potential indicators that the body's foundational support systems are under subtle strain. Furthermore, such inflammation can contribute to reduced blood flow to the lower limbs, making them feel weaker or less responsive. A critical factor given that maintaining balance and preventing falls are paramount for preserving independence. It's particularly relevant to note that green bell peppers tend to possess lower concentrations of certain beneficial antioxidants compared to their red, orange, or yellow counterparts. This means they may offer less protective counterbalance to their lectin content, while cooking may reduce some lectin activity. For older adults, particularly those with existing inflammatory conditions, digestive sensitivities, or circulatory concerns, opting for alternative nutrient-rich vegetables may be a more beneficial strategy to support ongoing mobility and overall well-being. Finally, we arrive at a vegetable that holds an almost iconic status in many Western diets: the white potato. Whether prepared as creamy mashed potatoes, crisp fries, or a fluffy baked potato, It embodies comfort for many. However, for individuals, especially those over 65, this familiar staple carries specific nutritional considerations. White potatoes are characterized by a high glycemic index, meaning they cause a rapid and significant elevation in blood glucose levels following consumption. These blood sugar surges are not merely transient, they stimulate an inflammatory cascade throughout the body and can impose stress on the delicate endothelial lining of your blood vessels, particularly those supplying the brain, legs, and feet. Over prolonged periods, these repeated glycemic spikes can contribute to accelerated arterial stiffening and reduced vascular elasticity, a process termed arteriosclerosis. For seniors whose circulatory systems may already be more vulnerable, this can manifest as symptoms such as persistently cold feet, muscle cramping, sensations of numbness, or a pervasive feeling of instability when walking. These aren't simply inconvenient sensations, they are indicators of compromised peripheral circulation that can elevate the risk of falls, impede recovery from minor injuries, and gradually diminish functional independence. It's also crucial to acknowledge that the typical preparation methods, often involving significant amounts of butter, cream, or sodium, can compound these effects, particularly for those managing hypertension, diabetes, or cardiovascular concerns. In stark contrast to nutrient-dense options like sweet potatoes or other colorful root vegetables, white potatoes provide relatively limited quantities of antioxidants to mitigate the oxidative stress that can accelerate physiological aging. By consistently choosing white potatoes, you may be missing opportunities to deeply nourish your body with foods that actively support sustained strength and vitality. Instead of consistently opting for a traditional baked potato, considering a swap to a sweet potato or incorporating a greater quantity of fiber-rich vegetables like carrots can represent a small yet profoundly impactful dietary adjustment for daily comfort and long-term health. As we navigate the complexities of life, especially in our later years, it becomes increasingly evident that the foundation for sustained strength, cognitive acuity, and independence is meticulously built to the intentional choices we make each day. The vegetables you thoughtfully place on your plate are far more than just sustenance. They are tangible investments in the quality of your future. By consciously choosing broccoli, spinach, and carrots, you are effectively constructing a resilient physiological framework, actively protecting your bones, muscles, brain, and eyes from the incremental challenges associated with the aging process. These specific foods, while perhaps not dramatic, are biochemically potent, delivering the precise array of micronutrients and bioactive compounds your body requires to thrive. Conversely, making informed decisions to strategically limit or avoid items like eggplant, green bell peppers, and white potatoes is equally important. These vegetables, despite their widespread popularity, can for some individuals subtly contribute to the erosion of mobility, muscular strength, and mental clarity, potentially setting the stage for challenges that could otherwise be mitigated. Every bite you consume is, in essence, a vote for your future self. Will that vote contribute to struggle or to sustained strength and vibrant engagement? By embracing those vegetables that authentically support your body's intricate systems and judiciously sidestepping those that introduce potential liabilities, you're not merely eating, you're honoring your body's innate capacity for resilience, cherishing your independence, and reinforcing the life you have diligently built. These informed dietary choices do not necessitate frequent medical consultations, prescription medications, or the pursuit of a miraculous cure. Instead, they center on cultivated awareness, consistent implementation, and a steadfast commitment to providing your body with the nuanced care it deserves. Imagine moving through your days with unwavering competence, thinking with remarkable clarity, and living fully, secure in the knowledge that you have actively made choices that optimize your foundational health. That is the profound, sustained power of what you choose to put on your plate. So, here is my invitation to you. Take a moment to reflect on the insights shared today. Perhaps it means intentionally incorporating a cup of lightly steamed broccoli into your evening meal, blending some fresh spinach into your morning smoothie, or making a conscious swap from white potatoes to nutrient-rich carrots. Whatever specific change resonates most with you, please share one adjustment you're considering in the comments below. Your personal commitment could genuinely inspire someone else navigating their own health journey. If this detailed information resonated with you and provided tangible value, please consider subscribing to the channel to continue our exploration of evidence-based strategies for healthy aging. And as you comment, tell us, what age are you and what is one specific health goal you're focused on achieving this year? Together, we can foster a supportive community dedicated to living stronger, healthier, and more joyfully, one informed choice at a time. Here's to a future filled with sustained vitality and profound well being. This content is educational only and not medical advice. For persistent concerns, consult a qualified professional.